Hey guys, welcome back to Brit's Big Plans. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be, in this video, unboxing my ink flight from Ink Journal. So every month I receive 7 ink samples that have some sort of theme and then some ink or planner related accessories, we'll say. And these can be any number of things. I've gotten a decorative ink jar that I store some things in. I've received actually this sample vial holder. I've received that in an ink flight. I've received notebooks, and I actually received a pen one time. So let's see what came in this month's box. So there's my inks. And we're gonna talk about the non-ink items first. So they always send a description here that talks about the inks and then talks about the non-ink items. So here we have a collection of stickers. They are really shiny, sparkly, and they've got like a backpack, a stapler, a fountain pen. So some really cute stickers that I'm definitely going to be using in my planner. We also received, this is, February apparently is International Correspondence Writing Month. So that's exciting. It says, Happy Inko-Remo, pen pals. February is International Correspondence Writing Month, and it's a fine time to write to a pen pal. This month's box contains everything except for a pen and postage stamp to snail mail a handwritten letter. Hailing from Canada, the Dearest Nikki stationery set contains 12 sheets of Tomoe River letter writing paper, 6 craft envelopes, 6 matching address labels, and 6 matching envelope seals. How cute! And look, they've got a little ink jar here. They've got a pen and like letter envelope up top. This is adorable. I love that. Okay, and then this one says, printed on antique letterpress equipment in Portland, Oregon. The letterpress PDX features artwork from the original patent application, J.C. Wall fountain pen assembling, filed September 13th, 1924. How cool is that? I don't know. It's got plastic on it, so I know that's harder to see, but the full fountain pen and then the nib here. And so you've got a card and an envelope here that are fountain pen or stationery themed. Okay, so that is all of the non-ink items. Now let's move on to the ink items. I'm gonna mute myself here while I get this open because it's probably noisy. Okay, so every month they send 7 samples, and it's usually from the same brand, although there have been some flights that I've gotten that weren't from the same brand, but were themed in some way. So here, I'll read what they sent. For its 160th anniversary, Diamine introduces a collection of 6 ink colors inspired by its history. In 1925, the company moved to a new factory in Liverpool, England, on the corner of Tariff and Atoll Street. It was perfectly situated near a canal for easy access to trade. To complete the 7 colors, we included an exclusive ink that's wicked fun. And so it gives us a description of each of the inks. So I'm going to do a little swatch and a little writing sample, and I will read to you what it says. So the first one that I'm opening is Diamine Wax Seal, a bright red ink reminiscent of a wax-dipped bottle of wine. There we go. I'm not usually a fan of reds, but this is a deep enough red that I actually really like this one. We'll take a look at it once everything has dried and see if we can get some more information about the properties of this ink. The next one is Diamine Canal Side. And you know what? Please hold. Here we go. Okay. Diamine Canal Side. This lush dark green has a touch of black sheen. First of all, I am very happy with the rhyming that happened there. So kudos on that one, Ink Flight, or Ink Journal, I guess. And we'll definitely have to come back and look at that one later once it's had a chance to dry. That's a really almost, I mean, I know it says it has a black sheen, but that's almost like a black green. It's so dark. I really like that. That's something you could use in like a professional setting because it's green, so it's fun, but it's dark enough that you could get away with it, probably on most paperwork. I can't wait to come back and look at that sheen. Okay, the next one that we are going to look at is Port of Call, a medium-toned muted Aegean blue ink with shading. I don't even know what Aegean blue is. I've never been to the Aegean Sea, so, but I am a sucker for teals. Ooh, that's really nice. It's not super different from some of the other teals that I have, but it's not even started to dry yet, and I can see that shading there. I like that a lot. Man, again, it's not even really drying yet, and you can already see that crazy shading. I'm a big fan of that one. Okay, next is Tariff Teal. No extra charge for this rich, dark sheening teal ink. If you live in the United States right now, tariff is maybe a swear word. So I do appreciate the little no extra charge here. Thanks for that, Ink Journal. See, this is one of those situations where I personally think that I don't know my colors very well, because to me, this is not teal. Maybe my idea of a teal is maybe more turquoise. I don't know. To me, this is a blue. I like it, but I would not say, in my opinion, my non-professional color opinion, that this is teal. All right, the next one that we're going to look at is Rosewood, an earthy, warm brown ink that shades nicely. Well, we'll see about that. As with all Diamine inks, in my personal experience, these inks all are well lubricated. They don't feel very dry. This is just not a super cooperative glass dip pen for what I'm trying to do here. But the inks feel really nice. Obviously, I'm not using them in a pen, so I can't say for sure, but it feels like it would be a nice, juicy writer. Not too wet, but wet enough. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. That's very pretty. I don't usually like browns, but this is a little bit of a warmer brown. It's almost kind of, well, and you know, the name obviously gives it away, but it's almost a pinky kind of tone to it. So I like that. All right. Ink number 6 is Atoll Violet. And it says, this bluish purple ink has a rich, vibrant appearance. I love a good rich purple. The Diamine ink vent from a couple of years ago that had the Rainbow's End. Oh, and that's what this looks like. Oh my word. Rainbow's End had some amazing shimmer in it, which I obviously was not anticipating seeing here, and I don't. But the base color of this might be a new favorite. This is beautiful. This might have to go into a pen like immediately because I love that so much. Okay, and the final ink is called Deadly Nightshade, and it says, exclusive to cult pens, this vicious sheening ink has a plum purple base and a sickly green shimmer. Let's see what you got here, Nightshade. Okay, that's definitely a warmer purple than the Atoll Violet. Man, it has not even started to dry and I can already see that sheen. This might be too much sheen for me. Woo. Okay, so we have now swatched all of our colors. I am going to step away for a few minutes and then I'll come back and we will talk about what these look like when they're dry. Okay, we are back and my ink has had time to dry. So let's take a look up close. I know it's a little hard to see, but there is a little bit of a sheen there where the ink was the darkest on the Diamine wax seal, or where I had the most ink. The canal side, I can see the black sheen a little bit. It's not super strong, so that's good because I know of some people that don't love sheening inks. The port of call, it's not completely dry, but you can definitely see how crazy that shading is, and I really enjoy that color. It's more muted than it looked like when I first put it down, but I still love it. Tariff Teal, there's a little bit of like a reddish sheen here where the ink pooled, so I kind of like that. Rosewood, definitely a shader as well. The Atoll Violet and the Deadly Nightshade are not dry yet, but I still can confirm I love the Atoll Violet. However, the Deadly Nightshade, there's so much green sheen going on that you really don't even see the purple, like, at all. Even in the writing, I don't know if you can see, but even in the writing, you don't get it except for a few of the letters. Everything else is just sheened out, and it overpowers the glitter or the shimmer as well. So I don't really know how I feel about that. Anyways, that is the ink flight. If you are interested in this, I don't know if they're accepting new subscriptions, but I will put a link down in the description and you can go and check them out. All right, thanks for joining me. I hope you'll join me next week for my next video. It's going to be a plan with me, and I will see you then. Like and subscribe if you liked what you saw. Bye.